One of the most comforting lies a human being can believe is that they stand outside reality watching it happen. This is the observer illusion. It is the belief that life is something out there, that events happen around you, that systems operate above you, and that your role is mainly to react, comment, judge, cope, or endure. In that illusion, you become a spectator of your own existence. You speak as though work, relationships, money, health, time, and consequence are forces moving independently of you. You say life is unfair. You say people do things to you. You say society is broken. You say the system is against you. Sometimes all of that contains truth. But even where it is true, it can still conceal a deeper error. The belief that you are separate from the structure you are describing. You are not. You are in it, formed by it, responding within it, and always contributing to it. This is where human position becomes real. It is no longer enough to say that God is order, or that reality is structured, or that cause produces effect. Now the question turns inward. Where are you in that order? What are you inside that structure? Are you merely witnessing it, or are you one of its active elements? The answer is severe but liberating. You are not an observer of the system. You are a participant within it. More than that, you are one of the ways the system expresses itself through choice, action, neglect, speech, attention, appetite, discipline, fear, courage, and habit. That means your identity cannot be understood as something detached from reality. It is not a private feeling floating above consequence. It is not just what you think about yourself. It is not the story you tell in your head. Identity is positional. It is revealed by what role you occupy in the structure of your life, and by what effects proceed from you repeatedly over time. A person may claim to value truth, yet lie to avoid discomfort. A person may claim to want peace, yet continually feed conflict with poor speech, poor boundaries, and poor judgment. A person may say they are serious, loyal, kind, disciplined, or faithful, but the system does not recognize identity through declaration. It recognizes identity through pattern. In other words, the structure tells the truth that language often hides. This is why so many people do not truly know themselves. They identify with intention rather than function. They identify with ideals rather than behavior. They identify with wounded feelings rather than visible output. They think they are who they meant to be, who they wish to be, or who they were once told they were. But the system exposes a harsher reality. You are, in practice, what you repeatedly participate in. That is not an insult, it is a law. The observer illusion survives because it protects the ego. If you see yourself as mainly watching life, then you can complain without examining contribution. You can suffer without tracing pattern. You can call yourself unlucky while repeating the same decisions. You can say, "This keeps happening to me," without asking what in you keeps meeting it, allowing it, attracting it, feeding it, ignoring it, or refusing to confront it. The observer position is seductive because it permits emotional innocence without structural honesty. But reality does not permit that innocence for long. Everything you do places you somewhere. Everything you tolerate establishes a boundary. Everything you repeat builds identity. Everything you avoid trains weakness. Everything you pursue trains direction. Even inaction is not neutral. Delay is a position. Silence is a position. Indecision is a position. Looking away is a position. Every one of these generates consequence because every one of them is participation. Continue reading the essay along with its accompanying mini workbook on Amazon.